Hi, my name is Lucio. I am 25 years old and I used to work for Amazing Word Ministries. Unfortunately, I was brought into this matter. I was planning to give a testimony, but since my name was mentioned in this scenario, then I have no choice but to make a video about this issue. Now, normally I wouldn't make a video about this issue, but it's about time that Emmanuel is exposed. So that month I was in Jamaica. I paid the rental out of my own pocket, and I needed the rest to pay for the rental. I didn't have enough money left because I said, if I have to pay for it, okay, that's fine. I know I'm doing the Lord's work, so I didn't mind making that sacrifice. And so, but then towards the end, I didn't have enough money I was only going to get it for a short amount of time and then return it back. And we weren't going to have a vehicle. But I suggested to him if we could if I can get more money so I can pay for the rest of it. And so he said that he would ask Sister Beatrice to give me something. And I called Sister Beatrice. She said, "How much do you need?" I said, "About $200 to pay for the rest of it." And I didn't think much of it. I said I need about $200 so I can pay for the rest of it. And so, mind you, he hasn't paid me for that month working with him. He hasn't paid me anything at all. And so I didn't have any money for myself. I paid for the rental out of my own pocket, and he only wanted to give me $100. So when I told her I just need $200 so I can pay for the rest of it. I didn't mean any ill about it. I didn't mean it in a way like I want money. I just needed to pay the rest of it, or else we wouldn't kind of have a vehicle, and I might have, I would have to take the vehicle back, and we wouldn't have a vehicle. So she said, "No problem. I'll send you $200," which she sent me the $200 because Sister Beatrice has emotional intelligence. She understands that, where I come from, and I don't have money, right? I don't have this big ministry, right? I'm working for him, and all I need is just to pay for the rental. I'm not asking for any more money other than that. And so she sent me to the 100, and apparently Emmanuel he wasn't happy with that I took 200. Yes, he told me that he was tell Sister Beatrice to send me something. So I didn't know what that meant. So something could be 100, something could be 200, 300. I don't know what that means. So anyways, long story short, they send it to me, or she sends it to me. And I was like, okay, great, I can pay for it now. And mind you, I still had to pay like some other fees and stuff. And at the end of the day, I didn't have any money. When I went back home after the Jamaica, I didn't have any money. So I said, well, I don't have any money now. And I was kind of hoping, in the back of my mind, I was hoping maybe Brother Emmanuel would send me something so I can at least eat when I get back home. At least maybe pay some of my stuff. I have bills I gotta pay. And so and I dedicated myself to ministry and to help him, right? And in return for wanting to help him, I actually called him back and said, "Hey, because I was needing of money, is it okay if I can get something? Something, because I don't have any money." I'm not sure how the conversation actually went. I don't remember, but I did request for some money, and he was upset that I asked him for more money after he gave me the 200 for the rental. Mind you, he hasn't paid me for that month working with him. He hasn't paid me anything at all. And so I didn't have any money for myself. I paid for the rental out of my own pocket, and he only wanted to give me $100, is what he said. He only wanted to give me $100. Not 200, but 100. This shouldn't be an issue. This is something very, very simple, something very innocent. This shouldn't be a whole issue. And so anyways, and then he had this conversation, this argument with Sister Beatrice, and because he told me, well, I don't know if it's an argument. They had something going on, right? Sister Beatrice and Emmanuel had something going on at the time. I didn't know exactly what, but I knew that she was being scolded for sending me 200. Mind you, that your donations that he is receiving, he came and used your money to sustain myself so I can come back home and eat. Ever since after that, I had struggled making my payments because I had to make ends meet somehow. And he's accused me of wanting to control his YouTube channel, which that's a whole nother thing, because I just wanted to help him because he does a lot already. So I said, well, let me help him with this, and out of good faith. And he turns it around and says that, oh, he was trying to control my YouTube, right, without my permission. I was like, no, I'm trying to help. So go ahead and let me know your thoughts. Do you think that I took advantage of Brother Emmanuel, or do you think it was justified in me asking for the $200 to pay for the rental? Let me know in the comments.